That sounds like a frustrating glitch to deal with, especially when you're trying to search for a video or reply to a comment. It sounds like the keyboard app is crashing or power cycling while the YouTube app is running. Here are a few quick ways to fix that jumping keyboard. 1. Clear the keyboard cache. Sometimes the keyboard remembers too much data and gets confused. Go to Settings apps. Find your keyboard. It might be named Gboard, Microsoft SwiftKey, or just Android keyboard. Tap Storage and select Clear Cache. 2. Force stop the app. Force closing both YouTube and the keyboard can give them a fresh start. Go to your recent app screen and swipe YouTube away. In the app settings mentioned above, find your keyboard and tap Force Stop. It will automatically restart the next time you tap a text box. 3. Check for system updates. Since you are on a newer version of Android, there might be a small patch waiting to fix bugs like this. Go to Settings System Software Update. 4. Try a different keyboard. If it keeps happening, you can download a different keyboard from the Play Store, like Gboard if you aren't using it, or SwiftKey, to see if the problem stays with the app or the tablet. Pro tip: if you have
I turned to see where she was, but I couldn't see her, so I just followed where the voice was coming from. I walked through the hallways of the house until I got to the kitchen. I looked for her there, but she wasn't there. I noticed there was a rotten smell there. I thought maybe she had rotten food in her refrigerator, but when I turned to look, I realized something. There was some red liquid coming out of the fridge. For a moment, I thought it could be some spilled tomato sauce or a stew that fell, but I started to get more and more nervous. I was really curious to know what was leaking, so I approached the refrigerator slowly to avoid making any noise. But I wish I hadn't opened that door. Inside, there were parts of human bodies, and I was right. What was dripping was blood. I closed the refrigerator quickly. I felt like throwing up, so I ran quickly to get out of there. But I wasn't fast enough.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, what happened to your face? Oh, dear God. What? I'm so sorry.
That night, I waited for Rick to text me that he had arrived home. A few hours went by and I just thought he had forgotten. So I fell asleep. The next day, I woke up early. I had to say goodbye to my parents because they were going on a trip.
Don't go to parties or bring any girls back while we're away.
Okay, Mom. Take care, son. See you next week. See you. Have a good trip. I was checking my phone to see if I had a message from Rick, but they hadn't sent me anything. I thought I would see him at school, but when I arrived, he wasn't there. Time passed and they never arrived, so I sent them a few messages. But they didn't reach him. I wasn't alarmed since he used to do that. He used to take Fridays off to make a long weekend for himself. So I went on with my day as I normally would. I was excited because I would have the house to myself. I wanted to invite Rick, but he still wasn't answering. I was obedient and listened to my parents. I didn't invite anyone, nor did I throw parties. I spent it alone, watching movies and playing video games. But on Saturday morning, I received a phone call. The voice said, "Hello."
Hi Leo, I'm Rick's dad.
"Hello, sir. How are you doing?"
A bit worried. Rick hasn't come home to sleep since Thursday night. He told me he was going to do a project at your house, but he never arrived.
On Thursday night, he walked back to his house. I thought he had arrived.
We're looking for him. You know, he sometimes goes missing. But if you know anything about him, please let me know.
Of course, sir. I will stay alert. It was true. Rick had times when he disappeared. Normally, he used to get lost with his girlfriend or would go on a trip without telling anyone. But this time, it felt different. I tried calling him, but it went straight to voicemail. "Friend, please tell us where you are." I was hoping you would show up again on Monday at school. So I focused on enjoying that weekend alone. I spent it watching movies, playing video games, and watching my favorite videos. The time flew by. I really enjoyed being alone. But in the blink of an eye, Monday arrived. I was excited because I thought I would see Rick at school, but it wasn't like that. We were all worried. His parents started putting up missing person posters, and I offered to help them. Every afternoon after school, I would walk to put up and distribute posters. I couldn't just sit idly by while my best friend was missing. I missed him a lot and had hope of finding him safe and sound. Just one evening, I couldn't go put up posters. I had too much homework. I stayed home and decided to order a pizza for dinner. I was focused when suddenly the doorbell rang. Finally, I'm starving! I ran to open the door, but when I opened it, I got a surprise. Standing before me wasn't a delivery man, but my neighbor, the grumpy old lady. Or to be more precise, the neighborhood's grandma. Hello, Auntie. Grandma.
The young girl? The old woman looked a little nervous. She was glancing everywhere.
Are you feeling well?
Yes, I'm just a bit worried.
Avoiding eye contact, which made me think she was lying to me. Worried about what?
I don't think a kid like you would understand it.
I don't believe a young person like yourself could truly comprehend this. Could you please speak to one of your parents? My parents are not currently at home. They went away on vacation. The old woman formed a grim smile on her face.
Since you're alone, can you go to my house?
For what?
I need your muscles.
My muscles.
Yes, you see. I need to move some furniture around. I'm already quite old and weak. That's why I need the muscles of someone young like you.
I didn't want to be rude, but I was very busy with my homework. I'm sorry. I'm very busy right now, but you can ask the other neighbors for help.
Come on, young man. It takes no time at all.
Actually, I'm very busy.
But young man, I'm just a poor, defenseless old woman who desperately needs your assistance.
Your attempt to manipulate began to bother me. And I'm just a young person who needs to finish their homework or they will fail. So I can't help you now. The lady got upset and was about to leave, but she turned around and said to me,
What do you think about helping me later when you're done with your homework?
I had absolutely no intention of helping her, but I just played along so she would stop bothering me. All right, ma'am, when I'm finished, I'll come help you.
That's just perfect. I'll be waiting for you.
A little while later, my pizza arrived. I ate it, then continued with my homework. I found myself reflecting on the neighbor. Perhaps I had been a bit too rude to her, but she never seemed to take no for an answer. So, when I had finished my homework, I decided to go and speak with her. But when I stepped out of the house, I got quite a surprise. The elderly woman's house was surrounded by police cars. I thought something might have happened to her and I got scared, so I ran to the police. Officer, what has happened?
It's better that you don't know, my dear child.
I really need to know, officer. Is the lady all right?
It's not her that's our concern.
What do you mean, officer?
The lady is the main suspect in the disappearance of your neighbor. We entered to inspect your home, but we found something horrible.
The police officer was interrupted by screams coming from the house.
No.
The policeman and I ran towards the house. There was a smell of decay, and there was the lady screaming like crazy.
Do not open that pot.
Do not open that pot! The police officers ignored it and opened the pot. I will never be able to forget what was inside. They discovered that the old woman killed and devoured her victims. Unfortunately, my friend Rick was one of them. And if I hadn't refused to help her, I probably would have ended up the same way. When questioned, they discovered that the elderly woman had killed more than 100 people. Among them, she had killed her own family, husband, and children. The strangest thing is that she did it not to gain anything at all, except for their meat. We thought maybe she was selling it, but it was for her own consumption. Among her victims was also my missing neighbor. They found traces of her body in Grandma's yard. And when they asked him what made him choose those people, she said they had to be free of tattoos because if their victims were tattooed, the meat tasted bad. After that, I decided to get fully tattooed just in case I met someone as sick as Grandma again. Shortly after, I moved out of that neighborhood. The memories I had there were very tragic. No one will ever be able to fill the void left by the loss of my friend Rick. But at least I'm happy that this old woman is serving her sentence.
911, what is your emergency? I ate too many donuts. What are your symptoms? I feel I'm choking. Joking? This is 911, well, do better next time then. Choking.
I made my own fruit and grower gun. I added it so the devs didn't have to. Let's see how much I'm worth.
Let's go.
Subscribe now. I made my own fruit and grow.
That's what you get for turning off my cocoa melon. That's what you get for turning off.
How about if your name is Butters, you have to go. Okay, so what's your name? Stan. Stan. Okay, what's your name? Kyle. Kyle. What's your name? Butters. I lose, huh? How about if your name is Butters, you have to go. Okay, so what's your name? Stan. Stan. Okay, what's your name? Kyle. Kyle. What's your name? Butters. I lose, huh? How about if your name is Butters, you have to go. Okay, so what's your name? Stan. Stan. Okay, what's your name? Kyle. Kyle. What's your name? Butters. I lose, huh? How about if your name is Butters, you have to go. Okay, so what's your name? Stan. Stan. Okay, what's your name?
Mason, you got a 67% on the test.
Did you say 6'7"?
If you get another bad grade, you're kicked off the baseball team.
What? 6'7"?
Mason, you got a 67% on the test.
Did you say 6'7"?
If you get another bad grade, you're kicked off the baseball team.
What? 6'7"?
Mason, you got a 67% on the test.
Mararaman dan madu dung dung garam mararaman dan madu dung dung I'm kidnapping your ball.
Not sorry, please. Not sorry. Not my dad. Please.
I'm kidnapping your ball.
Not sorry, please. Not sorry. Not my dad. Please.
Wait. Target acquired. Wait.
Two lights. Next time, take it.
That's my line.
Two lights.
You see them in almost every game. Who is Cool Kid? Cool Kid was a Roblox exploiter active around 2014. He was part of a group called Team C, who were infamous for using scripts to take over games. When Cool Kid joined a server, the screen would often turn red. He gave himself admin powers, teleported players, and sometimes broke an entire game. Roblox eventually banned the account, but the name Cool Kid and him are still mentioned or copied. You see them in almost every game. Who is Cool Kid? Cool Kid was
Autofuel campfire.
You'll burn alive just like the rest of them. You'll burn alive just like the rest of them. You'll burn alive just like the rest of them. You'll burn alive just like the rest of them.
Hey guys, Alan Becker here. Hope you enjoyed that Pokemon episode. We had a lot of fun to make.
When words fail, you know it's real.